Hello friends and welcome to another video. Today we are tying a really cool caddis nymph or caddis larva or caddis pupa. You can call it whatever you want, but I call it RD caddis larva. It's the real deal caddis larva. Yeah, it's really sexy, and this will be a must-have fly in my nymph box, especially fishing more public water where it's a lot of people and fish want the real deal, maybe in Slovenia and stuff like that, but also in Sweden, of course. So yeah, let's tie the fly. It's not so much to think about. Like always, I use a hook from Ahrex. This is actually a dry fly hook. This is the freshwater 511. It's a barbless hook. You can also use the 510 if you want a barb on your hook. Then I'm using olive thread. You can use a slightly more darker color or a lighter, depending if you want it to be darker or lighter. That is what you can decide yourself. And I'm using an 8/0 because you will do a lot of turns or wraps with this thread, because you are building up a tapered body. That is what you want with this fly, because that is how the real deal looks like. And then I'm using this V-rib clear, because you want it to be, you want to see the body. And when I tie it in, I pull it a little bit so it gets stretched, and then you go down to the hook bend like this. And then we're gonna make a kind of cool thing with the back here. We're gonna use a turkey Biot strip. You can also use goose Biot, but I prefer turkey Biots because they are longer, and of course a longer material makes it easier to handle. So it doesn't matter which side you tie it in, but I tie it in and then I go where I ended with the V-rib, and then you just build up the body. This is probably kind of boring, so maybe I will actually just fast forward this, because it's maybe not so nice to look at, but yeah, we can do it anyway, just because. And then I will actually show you kind of a cool trip. If you want like a two-colored, multicolored body of this fly, that's why it's nice to use this clear. You can also use a tan or grayish or brown, as long as you want it to, that you can see through it. That is what I think makes this fly kind of hot. But yeah, I'm using a marker pen. This is a brown one, and I will show you why. Yeah, it's because getting a multicolored or two-toned body. As you can see now, you will have a little bit darker area from the middle of the body or the back body. Then I just fold this over and I tie it in with just two wraps. Doesn't need it more than that, because we will rib this fly with the magic, no, not the magic, but with the V-rib. And then you can place, for every turn you make, you can see how the Biot strip goes on the back body. You can also do this, of course, with a bit of flash if you want to. That is totally free of choice. No, it's slipped, and that is not what we want. The last wrap, of course. And then you do a couple of turns so you are sure it will stay on place. Okay, as you can see now, it doesn't really matter except from the side, but if you check here, it looks really sexy. And then I take a CDC feather. The color really doesn't matter. I use a natural grayish. That always works, and I will just take this in like this, and then I just pull it a little bit just to do some extra alive looking effect to the fly. I don't really think it matters, but we like sexy flies and so on. Then I'm using a Scud back. This is 3mm or 1/8, and I tie it in. This is a brown color. Since the fly is brown, you can of course do it in other colors, olive and stuff like that. It depends, yeah, what kind of color you want on this Caddis Larva. And then I use, this is one of my favorite dubbing from Nature Spirit. This is the Snowshoe rabbit foot dubbing, and the color Pheasant tail, which I think is so nice because it looks so natural colored. And I do about the half like that, and then I will tie in the legs. In this case it's a soft tackle. I like this soft tackle or hen feathers for legs. You can also use partridge. And then I take this, fold it over like that, do 2 turns just to see where it happens, or where it lands, where it goes. That is good. Oi. Of course that happened. Then we do it again. We take them on the spot where we want them. Just check how it looks. That looks good. Then we fold over this Scud back and tie it in. Snip that off, and then we take some more dubbing. Not overdo it with the dubbing. It will just be a little bit here, just to end the head. Then it's just whip finish. And then actually I use a dubbing brush just to brush the dubbing a little bit and make it look slightly better, even though it's not needed. So yeah, this is the RD Caddis Larva, and yeah, as you can see, it looks so good. So tie a few up and you can fish them under an indicator or your Nymph it, and tie up your own variants on colors of this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, tight threads.